Hello everyone. Today in this session we'll be dealing with prediction of population. In this session we'll be dealing with prediction of population. This is also called as your population forecasting. Population forecasting or population prediction means one and the same. Here what we will be doing is we will be calculating the population count in the future years. That is, prediction is nothing but beforehand we will be calculating how much people will be there, what is the total number of count of people that is going to be in a town or city, and how we are going to supply water to all the population. This is called as your population prediction. When it comes to your environmental engineering, basically this prediction is very important to do, because if we don't know what is the total number of people that are staying in a town or city, we can't estimate the quantity of water that has to be supplied to the population. For that means what we will do is we will be taking the population forecasting help and will be calculating the quantity of water that is required for the total population in your community. Okay, and this future prediction is generally based on the factors knowledge of city and its environments, then the next factor is trade, expansion, development of the surrounding, raw materials which are there in the city or town or in your community, and also the communication based on it. So these are the basic factors with the help of which your future prediction is based on. Okay. Now let us go. What are the methods to be used for calculating the population prediction? Basically, there are, let me write it once. Let me write the heading as methods that are generally used for predicting population. Now let us know what are the methods that are generally used for the prediction of population. There are 6 methods that are being used for calculating this population forecasting, and these 6 methods are, your first one is annual rate of increase, method. Second one is arithmetical progression method. Third one is geometrical progression method. The next one we have is incremental increase method. The next method we have is changing rate of increase method. changing rate of increase method. Then last one we have as graphical method. So these are the basic 6 types of or 6 methods that are being used to calculate the population forecasting. Now let us know about each one. First one we have is, as we all know, it is annual rate of increase method. The first method is annual rate of increase method. So let us know what it actually means. In this method, the rate of increase per annum is first determined and the population prediction is therefore calculated. Here what we do is the rate of increase per annum. Annum is nothing but per year. The rate of increase per year is calculated first and then your population prediction is calculated the next. The formula that is basically used in this annual rate of increase method is Pn is equal to P into 1 plus I to the power n. So this is the formula that is used to calculate your annual rate of increase method. So here what happens, let us know the notations in your formula. Pn is actually called as your population at the end of n years. Pn is taken as population at the end of n years. N is your number, okay. There will be some doubts. What does we mean by n? N is nothing but your n number, okay. Then P is taken as population at any time. It is taken as population at any time. And the next notation, I is called as your annual rate of increase. So this is called as your annual rate of increase of population. Let us write as of population, okay. So this I is called as your annual rate of increase of population. As the rate of increase of population is not a constant value, the result obtained are approximate. When we are calculating here annual rate of increase, whatever the value we are getting, whatever the prediction we are getting for population, that is obtained as an approximate value. It is not the exact value, it is taken as the approximate value of your population, okay. Yeah, as your name of your method says, it is annual rate of increase method. But generally when you see your population rate here formula, when it comes to your formula over here, what we have calculated? We have calculated population at the end of n number of years, that is Pn. But when you come to your heading, that is annual rate of increase method, we have to calculate annual rate of increase of population. Then what will be the formula over here? I is taken as 1 by n square root Pn by P minus 1. This is going to be the actual formula to calculate your annual rate of increase of method. So here this is the main formula that is going to be used to calculate your population forecasting, that is your annual rate of increase method. The formula is I is equal to square root of Pn by P minus 1 to the power 1 by n, okay. Square root we are taking it as 1 by n to the root Pn by P minus 1, okay. So this is the annual rate of increase method. Now let us go to the next method. The second method we have is, let me write it. Your second method is method number 2. What is it? It is arithmetical, I am writing it down, arithmetical progression method. Okay, it is arithmetical progression method. In this method, a constant increase in the growth of population is added periodically. Based on the time going on, what happens? We will be adding a constant increase in the growth of population. The population may be determined at the end of n years or n decades. Basically, in arithmetical progression method, the population is generally determined at the end of n number of years or n decades. Okay. Here the formula used to calculate the population forecasting is Pn is equal to P plus Ni. So, this is the formula that is being used to calculate the arithmetical progression method, where Pn is equal to P plus Ni. Pn is nothing but your population at the end of n number of years. P is taken as present population. Let me write it. Pn equal to, I am simply writing it as population at the end of n years. So, this is Pn. P is taken as present population. P is taken as present population, and I is equal to per year or per decade increase of population, per year or per decade increase of population. So, this method is good for old cities or small towns which have stabilized. So, where population growth is in stable condition, this method is very good to calculate it there. Okay. And it is used in limitations of, as it gives rather low results. Its use is limited as it gives rather low results. Basically, we do not use this formula more because it is going to give a limited or low results. So, we can't calculate with the help of this formula. That is the thing. Now, let us move to the next formula, next method. What is the third method we are having? Your method number 3 is geometrical progression method. This is our method number 3. In this, a constant percentage growth is assumed for equal periods of time. Here what will happens is, we will be assuming a constant or a equal period of time. The growth will be taken or counted as a constant percentage. Generally it is said as, in this, a constant percentage growth is assumed for equal periods of time. Thus, the population at the end of n years or decades is given by the formula Pn is equal to P into 1 plus I by 100. As it is a percentage, we will be taking it as I by 100 to the power n. So, this is the formula that is being used in your geometrical progression method, which is stated as Pn is equal to P into 1 plus I by 100 to the power n. We know what our notations mean. Pn is nothing but population at the end of n years. P is taken as your present population, and when it comes to I, it is taken as, here I means I is equal to per year or per decade percentage rate of increase. So, I is taken as per year or per decade percentage rate of increase. Is it clear? And in this method, it should be very carefully used as it may give enormously high results when applied to young and rapidly advancing cities. When it is taken to your young and rapidly advancing cities having expansion of short duration, it is going to give high range of results, high results enormously. So, for this reason, we have to be very careful while using this population forecasting method, which is your geometrical progression method, where the formula is given as Pn is equal to P into 1 plus I by 100 to the power n. So, that is about your geometric progression method. The next method what we have is method number 4. It is stated as incremental increase. Sorry, I am getting more disturbance over here. Vehicles are moving faster. So, sorry for the disturbance. Incremental increase method. So, in this, average increase in the population is found out as per arithmetical progression method. So, what we do, we will be taking an average and increase is added to the arithmetical progression method to get the net incremental increase once for every future decade. So, in this I am stating the statement again. In this, the average of increase in population is found out as per arithmetical progression method, and to that it is added the average of the net incremental increase in 1 year once for every future decade. So, evidently this method embodies the advantage of both the prediction method and the value of population obtained in, therefore it is like maximum correct, it is more correct. So, when it is taken, your incremental method is more correct because we are going to add the future decades population to every year, because we will be calculating this type of population forecasting with the help of arithmetical progression method, which we stated that is being approximate. So, what we do, we will be adding the future prediction values, we will be adding the every decade value to it and we will be getting an approximate value. This is all about your incremental increase method. Basically what we do here, there is no formula, specified formula for calculating your incremental increase method. Generally what we do is, we will be taking the arithmetical progression method. Let me write it. Arithmetical progression method, and what we will be doing, we will be calculating this arithmetical progression method first, and we will be adding the average of the net incremental increase once for every future decade, once for every future decade. So, by adding this once in a while of every future decade value to your arithmetical progression value, we will be getting the value more correct comparatively to your comparatively to your arithmetical progression method. Okay. So, this is all about your incremental increase method. Yeah, that is it for today, ma. I hope you all understood it well. Thank you.